Looking at my foot. Sniffing on a rock. Cause that's what the power of dreams is all about. Yeah. What's going on, man? Everybody here? Who's getting Cyberpunk day one? I'm gonna pay you some money so you can send me it afterwards, because I'm looking at this shit and people saying it, but I saw it. It do look like a little bit of a downgrade. It's probably just for consoles. Yeah, it's probably just for consoles, but I will probably end up getting it for PS5, definitely. You know, or get the normal version that's hopefully getting an upgrade for the PS5. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, that's obvious. Oh, this nigga. Oh boy. They got mad at me because I said most of Fratanga fans are actually white, but they are, and they all admit it. And I called them unstable Caucasian teenagers. We'll just say that. We'll call them that. We don't want to say the other thing because I don't want them to get sensitive, but they're unstable teenagers, and we don't really know what they're capable of doing. So I want to stay as far. Yeah, I don't want. No, I'm not saying that. I deny saying that. I don't think they're going to do that. I just think they're very unstable. However, I'm willing to spend the next 2.5 days unblocking all PC fans if Fratanga can get on his cell phone or get on camera for a video and show his face. What's up? I got my new glasses today, too. I don't know if I have control enough to be control. How about that? What? Wait up. I muted him at night. I only muted Somatic because he was interfering in. Guess what game I wanted to play last night, and I started playing? Fucking Persona. Persona, of all games. I got off of work early, and I wanted to play that fucking game. And I know it's no, I fell asleep on No Man's Sky. No, you know one of the reasons why I think I've really stopped playing Persona that much. Oh, these glasses are very good though, by the way. Ooh, there's a lot of detail in this shit. Now I can. Oh fuck. Fuck out of here. I'm doing stuff. Okay? I'm looking at the control. No, I had to get these glasses, bro. You know, I needed these, motherfuckers. Tight t-shirt, man! I save everybody else from wearing tight t-shirts so they don't have to. That's why I wear them. A percentage of each tight t-shirt goes to charity. You know what, bro? You know what? I'll do it. All weekend, I'm going to be on control. Fuck it. Let's hammer down. Let's do something that's a little different for me. Let me focus on this fucking game. That's a little speck right there. So the eye doctor, because they're little bitches though, because they want you to spend more money. They said don't use anything else but this cloth to wipe off your glasses, or I'm gonna have to take them back. I'm like, what the? They got sticky notes on here? Oh shit! They got fucking sticky notes on this bitch. Let's do what we gotta do to survive. Wait up, I can't read the comment section. Is that supposed to be there? I gotta be able to. Don't worry, I've dealt with a lot of map games. You can ask Matic. Horizon had a problem with, those souvenir cups. They said it was in one area and then it actually wasn't. I should be able to manage. Something on these fucking glasses, bro. Something on the glasses already, man. Fuck. No. These are real glasses this time. So I actually gotta make sure they're off because I can see better with them. I actually can see very, very well with these glasses. So I will be wearing them more. Okay. I'm seeing like a fucking glare on my neck. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, fuck it. It's still not better. Fuck it. I can't fucking see. I'm so blind. They call me blind man. Fuck. When you look at that fucking water. God. Damn, look at that water. Huh? I'm trying to fucking see what the fuck this... What, you talking about me? Oh, I was fucking... What the fuck? How do you make the comment section go down? Like, that shit's supposed to be there. What happened with the, Hold on, man. Oh, hold on, guys. It was that one thing Okay, it was the advanced options. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it... Okay, I found out what it was. I found out. Let's play this fucking game. Who, me? I see some, yeah, I see them frame rates. I see them frame rates. Just like my left eye, even though this is where all the medicine is literally supposed to be, I'm not sure if it did much. No. I know, this is... Fuck you, motherfucker! Wait up. This cup got coffee in it? Okay, the cup does not have coffee in it. Let's continue. Which way am I going? Oh, I'm gonna run through this fucking game. Since ain't nobody give a fuck. I'm gonna run through this fucking game. And then I didn't even pay for the fucking game either, so. Oh yeah, bitch. I need cover fire. I'm getting my ass lit up. Need cover fire.
Okay.
Light me up over here. Never mind. You look at the power of the PC. Never mind. Somebody shot the fucking PC. I was gonna look at that shit. Damn it. Fuck out of here, bitch. I'm getting lit up over here. I need cover fire. I need cover fire. The power of the... Look at this fucking liquor, man. Look at the... Oh, shit, I'm getting lit up. You don't want me to even look at the detail, you stupid enemies? Well, you what? Yeah, what's up, man? You about to show me a detail? Oh.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps.
White circles. White circles, okay. Kind of like the Fratanga fans. White circles. I got you. You said it. Oh, you was thinking it. He said white circles. That's fucked up, bro. There gotta be some more white circles in this bitch, though. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Thanks, man. $85 collectibles. Yeah. So what's up with the people floating up? Like, that's just kind of weird. That shit's fucking weird as fuck, bro. Okay, I got you. So if you said pay attention to the detail, like the desk, like the paper. There's a fucking sticky note on here. Let's see, what is this? What is going on right there? What is that? Yellow, what's in this paper, bro? Like, what's going on over here? What's going on the going-ons? Oh. It's a shelter right here. You know, I kind of don't know which way I came in or which way I left out, so it don't really matter. Nobody cares. Look at all that detail, bro. Look at that fucking detail. So much detail. They call it detail long. Look at this. Look at all the detail, bro. There is a sticky note. Spinning out of control. Uh-oh. It's a fucking clue. It's a motherfucking clue. There's a fucking clue right there. Okay, Eddie. I'm looking at my Discord, buddy. I got you. Hold on. Shit. Okay, I'm guessing you posted it in a news one. Okay, Eddie, you gotta give me some context. What is this? What are you talking about? What is this? I'm confused. There's some ROMs. Yeah, you gotta explain. What is this? I see a lot of ROMs. I see Game Boy, PS2, GameCube, Sega Genesis, Game Boy Color, Super NES, Nintendo DS, and Game Boy Advance. What is that? What is this? What does this mean? Am I supposed to look at the number of like how many people play those games or pirate those games? I don't know. Looks like DS has the highest. I don't know. I don't know. It's a mob website. I don't know what that is, Eddie. Sorry, buddy. I don't know what that is. I don't use a lot of emulators. Like the only one I got right now is the PSP. So there's nothing back here, right? No, there it is. There's a collectible here. This is gonna be fun. This is a weird ass game, man. Cause the people at Remedy be making some weird ass games. I can see why they fucking friends with Kojima. No offense, man. Now, I'm up here playing this and I already pre-ordered Death Stranding, so I don't care if it's weird, but they definitely make some freaky games, man. No clue what any of that means. It's just a weird thing, bro. Like, uh-oh. Kill somebody. Well, maybe that'll make y'all shut the fuck up. I don't really care. Somebody playing Dragon Quest. I hear that shit.
Trying to finish this shit. I got like 106 hours in this motherfucker right now.
11?
Trying to finish it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking beat the final boss, and then I found out I still have like half a game to fucking play.
Oh
so,
yeah.
After 100 fucking hours, so this shit's long as fuck.
Yeah, those games are normally long as fuck anyway, bro. Like, it's crazy how long they are. They're good though. Very, very good games. Like, really enjoyable. I just picked up Jade and The Grandfather. Very good. Not really sure where I'm supposed to go. Proceed further into the bureau. Okay, well, I did proceed further. I'm still not sure where I'm supposed to go, though. Like, okay. Guess I'm supposed to be following that red light instead of the right. Is that gonna load in late or what? What's going on? Yep, it loads in late. Fucking detail, man. Power of the fucking cloud right there. That's the power of the fucking cloud right there. Power of the fucking cloud. Okay, Yellow, since I know you know more about this damn game than I do, what's going on? Where am I supposed to hit at? There's a door I can't get through. Okay, nobody gives a fuck about that. Oh, you want me to go there? What is all of this weird, freaky shit? Okay. Director's office is right there. You can't get through there yet, so... Oh, I see what Yellow was talking about this stupid ass fucking map. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Let me go through here, go here. Executive affairs. Go over here, go through
here. The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier.
There we go. I'm just have to use the map that way.
Into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy?
Yeah, you fucking right.
Right,
Yellow, that map ain't no joke. Enemy. That's fucking weird. I don't even know where to fucking go. They should have like a mini map for
like
real. This building's pretty big.
That makes you hum it over and over.
Nice radio. I bet the Xbox run this game like shit without the power of the cloud. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm struggling to see because there's a glare on the left side of my eye. Oh, for the glasses. Okay, I think I remember this spot. Yeah, I remember this. Okay. You know what? Let me put that brightness back up, man. Put that shit up to 70. You didn't play Control yet, Carney, did you?
I just turned it off to turn on Dragon Quest. I played a little bit of it.
Fuck out of my face, you little bitch. Stupid ass zombie.
I played it for like an hour.
I'm dead. Oh, fucking shit, demon. I fucking died. Okay. Gotta be a little bit more serious with this fucking game.
Hey, why'd your boy leave?
Who? Yella?
Yeah.
He probably left because he had he probably had to go to work or something.
That tried to invade me earlier.
Because he was quiet for a while, so I don't know. Probably had to take care of his daughter or something.
In this place.
Your boy Cornbread, he left.
Who?
All right, it's our enemy.
His name is Cornbread. Cornbread Johnson.
Oh no.
And the mystery of Cornbread. Super Cornbread, part 5.
Oh fuck! What the hell is that? Bro, okay. How do I get some more help in this fucking stupid ass game, man? Okay, I already figured somebody was gonna blast me again. Now I need to figure out if they're throwing grenades, if they have a blast attack, and is that shit on the ground is that health?
It's a dookie, you don't step on it.
I don't know what it is, but oh, Yellow said he'd been up since 5 o'clock. He only got 3 hours of sleep. He left. I'm gonna take a nap and talk to the PC gamers tomorrow.
To invade me earlier.
Bro, those PC weirdos, they are crazy about.
Yeah, dude, them motherfuckers in the Discord, man. They're obsessed.
Your enemy?
You don't you got the power to like kick them out completely? Just kick them out.
I'd rather change their names. And then they get all pissed off.
We're not even dealing with the Fratanga ones anymore. We're dealing most of the time with people. Move away from you, little faggots.
I know. One dude came in there. He said he wishes you were there or some shit.
Oh, did you take that screen? Please tell me you took the screenshot. I'm trying to look at more evidence of these guys being unstable. Damn, bro. Next time you see shit like that, please take a screenshot and get that to me.
That's funny. That's funny as shit.
The shit on that floor is health. Okay, that's health. Okay.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Use your powers to defeat 85 enemies.
He's like, Jay needs to go. He needs to disappear.
Yeah, that's what a fucking school shooter would say.
And then he disappeared. Yeah. And then he disappeared after that.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's some weirdos in there, though.
Are you with us? With the Bureau?
Yeah, I don't know how you attract all these crazy ass dudes, these crazy ass people.
Ooh, look at that.
Talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
Like most of them dudes coming from the racist meme channel, coming to your chat. Like, how the fuck they even find this shit?
I don't know, bro.
Like one dude kept spamming the N-word.
And they want to know why I call them school shooters. When you act like school shooters, you're white and you're a teenager and you're calling me an N-word and you're saying you want me gone and you're what? Somebody said they want to hang me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're fucking racist. I'm not racist for saying school shooters are white. That's a fact. It's not a lie.
It's true.
You can't do anything for me stating facts. When has an African American went to a high school and shot up a lot of white kids? I'm pretty sure that would be over the news for over a week. It would not disappear. It would stay on the news because it looks worse. But when one white kid goes to a high school and shoot up a whole bunch of other white kids, they're trouble. They're mentally unstable. But the fact of the matter is, we know what skin color is willing to actually go through with such a horrible crime and then take the pussy way out and try to kill themselves. It's horrible. It's a fact. All of these are facts. You can't do anything to me because they're facts. If they're not facts, prove me wrong. Oh, there are a lot of sticky notes over here. Oh, no, never mind. That's not sticky. It might be sticky notes. I don't know what it is. I don't really like this outfit. I might swap to that black one I saw. So where's this game set at? Cause it's like, it makes me believe that the game is set like, I don't know, sometime in the 1960s, 70s or something. Government buildings don't really look like this much.
Set in the 1800s during slavery. That's why there's slaves at the bottom of the building.
Probably right. Yeah, I hope all these PC guys just understand, bro. The one thing that's very, very true, if there's one more school shooting out here of a person that looks similar to you, I'm gonna be reporting you guys. Because no, I'm being honest. You guys are already unstable. Okay, that's where I need to go. You're already unstable, bro. I mean, I don't only fear for my life. And this is another thing. There's not a lot of these school shootings where the white kid that is the suspect and goes into the school and shoots up people. They don't literally shoot a lot of black people because they don't want, you know, they don't want that type of attention. They actually just go up to the white school and shoot up white kids, and it's a weird thing to do. You know, like, why take your anger out on everybody that's not the cause of your anger? Maybe your parents got a divorce, or maybe some chick dumped you. I mean, don't take your fucking anger out on innocent people. You know what I'm saying? And that's also how I feel on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what people say to me, but why am I getting swarms of little white kids under the age of 18 harassing a grown-up African-American man? Like, why are you, as white kids, harassing an African-American man every single day of the week? Doesn't that look a little racist? Now, just an example, what if I was depressed? What if I was suicidal, and the mean and horrible things I've saw people say about me, what if that affected me in such a way that I would take my own life? Would it be like an Etika situation? No. If I was dead because of the bullshit I have to deal with from these little white kids that support the PC, basically I would still be called fucking horrible names if I was dead or I took my own life. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand the bullshit I have to deal with. And that's why I gladly will block all of you guys. Not only because it pisses you off, but also I don't feel like dealing with those notifications. Okay, we have to change this outfit. This outfit looks like ass. While in combat, you go to stay, you gotta stay moving. Oh, okay, he already told me that. I think so do you know what place this is set in? She looks like Kim Possible in this outfit. Probably this. It's gotta be this door. It's definitely this. Put your arm in there.
How happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh shit! You're the new director. Hold on, we're coming out.
Oh, this don't look good. Oh, it's other people. They call them people packs.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
hiss,
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, My name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas
Jay.
leaking in.
We're in.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
It seems
Just let you know,
everywhere and to
Joker reviews are coming out right now, and they are 5 stars all around.
And I already
One of the
knew
best
that.
Jokers they've ever seen on
That
screen.
makes you special by definition.
Because it was made
Fuck
for the
you,
reviewers.
I don't want to say this like in disrespect to him, but towards little kids that say he plays as the only Joker. Nah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Trench is dead.
I don't think I ever said that.
Shot.
No, it's always little kids, bro. These fucking little millennial motherfucking little kids, bro. I know I'm a millennial, bro, but I have a little bit of fucking. I understand some shit, bro.
Also,
Just saw loads of fucking reviews, man. Waiting for Rotten Tomato to pop their scores, man.
but he
But
keeps appearing to me.
straight 10s and 5s out of 5s, man. Oh my god. Some of the shit I'm hearing,
It's hard to
bro.
make out,
Hold
but
on,
Yeah.
Adam. I gotta listen to this story. I'm gonna try to
Push
just
the
run
hiss
through
out.
Control all weekend.
The whole room shifted.
So hopefully on Monday.
You did that? And you entered
Hopefully
the
on Monday I
building
won't have
already in the
this to play.
lockdown
Maybe I
before
can
you
beat this
became the new
before
director.
Monday. Maybe. I don't
How?
know. How many
I'm not ready
hours
to
is
tell
this
her about
game?
you yet. A janitor let me in.
Like 15?
I love it. This is fucking
15, 20.
unbelievable.
I'm just.
I can't even. Look, Jesse,
It's alright. I'm just gonna
I
try
have
to
a
run
million
through this damn
questions,
game
and
then. Like, cause
probably
I don't.
have a
I
million
can't
more.
have another game in my backlog that I
Do you
haven't
know
beaten.
my brother Dylan?
I just
Not
can't,
yet.
man. I can't.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first.
Oh,
It's about the length of
Popeyes put out
Control.
a funny
And
ass
you can maybe
picture
cure those
of them
infected
being
or
out of like
possessed
selling out
by the hiss.
of the sandwiches.
Because
So
if
the
that's
picture is a
possible,
basket
our
in which the
options
French
are
fries and the
very
sandwich are gonna be
different.
were in, but it's an empty
Coke.
basket, and it says "Be back soon"
like her
in
already.
parentheses. And
She's the
I just think
opposite
it's
of the faceless
hilarious.
agency
You know,
of blame for what happened.
we already got the news report that you're not gonna bring it back, because if you
But I
bring it
can't
back,
trust
you're gonna
her
have
yet.
the same fucking problem.
Or rather,
So just
you're
say
right.
we're not bringing it back.
Yes.
What was funny about it is
I can try.
I looked in Popeyes because I was gonna go there for the
I'm
sandwich
speaking
today
for you, of
and
course.
hopefully do a review, but of course I
We can
can't.
try it together.
Guess what? No one's in the Popeyes. So yeah, you take away the sandwich, ain't nobody want to go there.
We did it before.
But if you give
Push
them the
the
sandwich,
hiss
people
out.
only want to go there. Wake up! Wake up! I'm confused. These people floating around.
The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Oh, okay. Ripping the hiss out rips them apart.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, the game could have been better. The running animations I see is a delay when you want to run sometimes if you've been walking around for a long time. There's a little
Did
bit
you
of
get levitate yet?
No.
You didn't get levitate?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't get any of that shit yet. But I'm just saying it's not like a perfect game, of course. It's clearly not gonna be a perfect game, but I still think it's a great game, bro. I like that without the power of the cloud, it's so much destruction. You know, it's really nice. You know, so I like it. I don't mind it. It's dope. It's obviously giving me that old school vibe, but in a way it doesn't, because they have some great graphics here. So, do you know what the setting is for this game? Like, what is it? Is it like the 70s or 80s maybe? Maybe the 80s. Maybe the 70s or the 80s. Okay, where's the chick? Where's the lady? Where's the lady at? Oh, you want me to make a plan up here? Board. Oh, okay.
I
Deja
can't
vu.
cleanse them. I saw.
I can't find my arm.
It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary.
Oh, that got it.
17
That
years
that theme creator that makes
Bureau came in and
those
covered the
amazing
whole thing.
themes. They made a full three-dimensional, no 2D trickery city that is completely dynamic. And it's a dynamic theme, and it's for $2.99. I am about to buy that shit.
I've seen mentions of an
I am about to buy it, man.
Dealing with ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench? The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
I'm thinking about putting that green screen up.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough.
Hey,
No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
That's dope. If they made a Mario with that art style, that'd be dope.
I know this is
on
some
dope ass gameplay.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have... The hotline should be in the communications department.
Oldest house, blah, blah, blah.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable.
Wait up, when does the Joker movie come out? Why is it getting reviews this early?
Walls to make sure nothing gets out.
Weird.
So
comes out October.
I never would have found the front door.
Yeah, but it's not even September yet.
Okay.
The reason why is because they were,
I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Before the film came out, they wanted to make sure that the film's the cut they showed reviewers was good.
They could have done a lot better with Control, bro. The more and more I see with Control, I see that this is the fucking type of game to fuck my eyes up, just like that fucking stupid ass Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, all that motion blur.
The motion blur, not the perfect hair. It's all pixelated around the hair. It could be a lot better. Really, really. I hope Sony buys them.
Break was.
Yeah, but I mean, I know it's better than Quantum Break, but it's not by much in my book. You know, it's probably not as glitchy, but could have been a lot better. But this is what happens when you have to take into account of the Xbox.
How about you get your little twiddle fingers and you go on Twitter and you say to PlayStation to focus on delivering a 1080p 60 frames per second fucking next console, other than fucking 4K HDR and all that bullshit.
I will gladly tell them that. You know, I'm not I'm not like a big super fucking fan of 60 frames. Hey, if it has it, it has it. I don't think 60 frames is gonna fix the problem with the game. That's not the problem with the game. I'm talking about the graphics, bro. Why am I seeing little pixels? Why am I seeing pixels on the fucking hair?
Of what we are, again, along the line what I'm talking about, there is meaning of that. Basically, process power, all the above. That all goes into frames, all goes into pixels. The engine aspects, it's all down to the devs. What they want to do, how they want to design things here and there. That's them. That's the individual thoughts. From what I've seen of Control, I like the look of it. Ain't gonna bash it. Looks really fucking good. Really good.
It does look good.
My only peeve about it, and I've seen numerous fucking videos, is the aspects of them not being able to stabilize certain sections of the game where both consoles, PS4 Pro, the Xbox One X, the standard PS4, and the in this sense, Xbox One S, can chug the shit out of this crap.
What do you mean?
Like, they're supposed to, again, what was it, 1080p 30 on Xbox X?
Yeah.
And 900p 30 frames on the Pro. But they both go down below 20 frames.
Why is it 900p on the Pro? Why?
Because it's not good enough.
Oh, the Pro not good enough? Because I saw other games run just fine on the Pro. Don't give me that damn excuse.
Again,
that's the developer's decision. That's the developer's decision.
I don't want to bash any person that owns a Pro, but like I feel like both consoles, and the Pro.
Okay, let's be 100% honest. How many games do you see running at 900p on a fucking Pro? You literally gonna give this developer a full fucking pass? You giving the developer a full pass? And saying it's the fucking console's fault that the game that the developer specifically made is running at 1080. Get the fuck out of here, Adam.
This specific game, yes, Jay, I would.
But that's the developer's. But that's the developer's fault.
Do you see what happens? I'm gonna ask you this, Jay. When you fight a lot of
I can't even lean my shoulder over, bro. It's not the console's fault. It's the way the game is made. Fuck, bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to fucking lean. I'm trying to go left shoulder or right shoulder. I'm up here aiming the gun straight. You're supposed to be behind one or the other shoulder.
You mean you want to shoulder switch?
They didn't give me an option. It's just fucking straightforward. I can't even lean over.
It's
again, my argument is not towards that, mate.
Down on the D-pad.
It's not in any sense towards that. My point of this all is when you go into those confrontations of areas where you've got pieces of wood flying around, pieces of rock, loads of shit on your screen, plus enemies moving, you moving, all that stuff happening on screen.
Of course that's gonna happen, but that's the developer's decision to make all of that shit. If they knew the console wasn't gonna handle it, you should have made a sacrifice.
But it's also, again,
you should have made a sacrifice. Some shit shouldn't have been in the game then.
And again, I'm gonna go back to what I said originally.
How do you shoulder swap?
I don't see why they can't stabilize this because when it comes to Days Gone, right? I'm using Days Gone as a great fucking point to what I'm seeing on Control. When you play Days Gone, right, frames drop when you're on your bike and see a couple of zombies, right? But when you're facing a horde, for some known reason, Ben Studio are able to basically stabilize the frames in which around you where they don't chug to 20 frames or like not even 25. they drop around nearly around 25. Well, you know, I'll say around 25. If it's really bad, but it isn't. You gotta understand when it comes to what they're doing on screen.
I wanna agree with you so bad, but if
things that happen on your screen matter, and if you know the pixels are within that point, then that's a problem.
If it was the console's fault,
I'll say this right now.
More games should be 900p.
If they downgrade that to 720, if they start downgrade that from 900, alright, to 720p.
So are they? Let me ask you a question. Are they ever releasing an update? Because again, it was their decision not to put HDR.
Again, the game's only just come out this week, Jay.
No, listen.
And they
didn't put HDR in the game. That's not the system's fault. That's their decision to do everything they wanted to do with this game. Whether it has problems or not, you can't blame the system. You have to put some accountability on the developer. The reviewers are not going to sit up there and say, oh, the console's weak. Let's give the game a 10 out of 10 because it's fucking chugging. No, they're going to fucking rate the game low.
You say that,
I'm so fucking glad I didn't buy this game. So fucking glad I didn't buy this damn game.
The thing is, though, Jay, man, you say that, but I rephrase what I say. The X and the Pro, right? As much as people like the aspects of the words 4K and HDR, I understand that.
Not even talking about that. Adam, when have I said because I have the Pro, I expect this game to be 4K or 60? I've never said that all fucking time I've been talking to you. Not have I not once said it. I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm talking about this right there. Look at the fucking live stream. I'm not talking about none of the other shit you've been fucking bragging about or you talked about. I'm talking about when you look at that fucking hair and you see all these fucking crazy stupid little pixels. They can't even get hair right. Hair! I'm not talking about the slowdown. I'm not talking about the frame rates. I'm talking about hair. Come on, bro. You're not gonna sit up here and blame the PS4 Pro because the developer can't get the hair to look right. Come on, Adam. You fucking serious? I'm a detail freak. I don't care about the fucking frames per second. I'm talking about the development of a character model with good hair.
Games like Spider-Man.
I need to put something forward. I need to put something forward, you Jay. Do you think That's what happens! No,
you see the hair in Horizon Zero Dawn?
Get the fuck out of here, Jay. No. You think that hair
I'm getting lit up over here, Adam. I need cover fire.
No, fuck you, bro. You think hair is the main priority of a fucking good video game?
When you're talking to a detail freak called Kalakasakis, it is very fucking, I need cover fire, Adam. I need cover fire.
The 4K HDR does work when, you know...
It does fucking work, bro. Adam just dick riding Remedy. Adam dick riding Remedy because he went to the studio that one time. That's all. That's why he went to the studio and got an autograph on his ass cheek, and that's why he's having a hard on for Remedy.
Uncharted Lost Legacy, get it right. Uncharted gets it right.
Yeah, exactly. Uncharted gets the hair right a lot, no matter how close you zoom into the character. You mean to tell me that I don't have to zoom into the character and the hair still looks like ass? I don't even know how to activate photo mode, and the hair looks like shit.
I'm not talking about the hair. I'm just saying with the HDR.
Yes, you are. We're all talking about the hair. We care about hair.
Fuck the fucking hair, bro. Like,
Adam, do you see that fucking mustard though, Adam? God, look at.
Yeah, I fucking do.
Fucking mustard.
Again, did I not say this shit to you right at the
fucking
beginning?
with you at this point, Adam,
it's their fucking choice.
Yeah, but
I told you this at the beginning. I'm not arguing with you on that aspect. It's
I think they should have came out and said that the game's got to be 900p, and then give everybody the option if they still want to buy it day one.
Before this shit even happened, bro, I said, when it comes to studios, they have to make decisions, right? Whether it's mustard fucking hair or some bullshit textures that they have to go into.
Yeah, or
right?
water.
People, again, I know, bro. When it comes down to the nitty little gritty fucking things, bro, you're gonna find this shit.
Woo!
I watch fucking Cyberpunk gameplay, right? That game has the same fucking
power of the fucking
thing when you
cloud.
look close enough.
No, every game has that, Adam.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna blame my system.
No shit, every game has that.
I'm not blaming my system for what this game can't do.
If you look close enough on Uncharted, Horizon, God of War, there are the smallest little details that you can see that are fucked up. But we don't care about it, do we? We don't.
Yeah, because the overall game still looks good. You just told me that this game is 900p. It should not be 900p. You're in one fucking building. Most of the games he's talking about have open world elements or open world. I'm looking at my foot, and I don't care what you say.
I'm gonna put this out to you right now, Jay. If that game was run at 1080p or 4K on your Pro, I'm guaranteeing right now, your system will either blow the fuck up, or that game will be not playable on the frame
But I cleaned the fan out yesterday!
If you fucking want that, go right ahead. But I guarantee you right now, you will not be able to play that fucking game on your system.
The cup disappeared.
I will tell you that with fucking ease right now.
But with the power of the cloud, what can I do?
It's fine to me because I've watched the Xbox One X version of that game, and even that fucking console chugs. And that console is what, 6 teraflops than 4?
But it's still the
and
system's
that
fault.
Still chugs. So
are you saying it's still the system's fault? Because it can't be the system's fault.
When it comes to the inside of these consoles, they will eventually get under-fucking operated by the people that make the fucking games.
Exactly, so it's the game developer's fault. Exactly.
No, Jay,
look at my foot.
Every fucking studio has a bracket in which they can operate in.
If I stand in this fire, will I die?
They do not care.
I don't even get hurt when I stand in the fire. Oh, come on, Adam. You can't give... No, that's not PS4's Pro fault. That when I stand in fire, I don't fucking die on this game. It's the developer's fault.
How old's that console, Jay? You tell me that.
No, how old is the game? Tell me that. How old is this game? How old is Control?
It came out this week, you dick.
Okay, so when I stand in fire, I expect to die. You're not going to sit up here and defend this developer and say, this game is perfect, this system is the problem. The reviewers didn't see it that fucking way. They reviewed the game how it played. And I didn't even read those fucking reviews. All I saw was scores. And I still took a chance to play the game the same gap. Hey, it's alright, but it's not perfect.
No,
and I'm not going to sit up here and allow you to say that the system is the reason why the game is not good.
Adam, I get what you're saying with the architecture.
I'm not getting what he said, because Adam doesn't eat enough crumpets, so fuck it.
I still put it on the developers that can make, sacrifices in areas where you can't see and, put the most details where they can.
But here's the thing though, about that, right? Like, you, again, like...
Yeah,
these developers are getting the most out of these out-of-date architecture, so I still gotta give them credit for, for the ones that still make these games look good.
Like I've mentioned, man, when it comes to developers, they got a bracket in which they can work in. Wherever they have to decide on this shit early on. Right, and even the sense, or not even actually earlier on, like half through the fucking development.
Oh no, man, because the developer obviously took the blame because they said they were going to add HDR, so they obviously took the blame.
The final months of that game, right, that's when, right, if you watch any dev diary of a game, whatever, you will always see them talk about frames. You will always see them talk about pixels having to be sacrificed, or... where they might, again, it also depends on the engine that they're using. If I'm not correct, I think they're using the Unreal Engine that game. I don't know if that's a modified engine, or if that's like Days Gone, or if that's just a standard engine. No, but that's the thing. Days Gone used a modified engine of Unreal. They modified it to bring it up a notch. They didn't go down.
They did a damn good job.
It's also the sense of they worked on that. Whereas whereas Remedy were making Control whilst they were making, this idea of Control was being tinkered with when they were making Quantum Break. And when they finished Quantum Break, they went on to this game. And they started making it with Sam Lake as the writer, which wrote some of their best games that they've made apart from Quantum Break, because that game was fucking shit.
Stupid ass shit right now.
When it comes down to certain devs, I agree on the aspect, right, that it is their decision to do certain things. Whereas, like, for Uncharted, it's a linear game, right? Linear, sometimes wide linear, depending on which level you're playing, whatever, right? The detail in that game is good. Why? Because it's their own in-house engine, and that engine that they're using could potentially cut corners in frames and pixels.
Okay, I got you.
I didn't know they used a world engine.
No, I'm just saying, Adam, I think the developer did a great job. I love all the attention to detail, but you can't blame the few things that I'm having a problem with on the system.
That's why I brought up the factor, right? I've said it to loads of different people on Twitter, right? Some of them agreed, some of them are being little bitch-ass babies and saying, fuck you, I want this and that, right? I'm saying right now, fuck 4K, fuck HDR. If they can't do 1080 60, right?
You can't add
in the next generation, do not make those fucking consoles. Do not make them
consoles. They're gonna make it anyway.
Because they promised this shit on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. They didn't deliver. The PS4
fucking
and the
Tomb Raider, rated
they
R.
promised this shit.
Adam, at the same time, if you're a smart consumer, you know what the tech was. You should know
Terminator.
They didn't deliver. Then when they went for the Pro and the X, they've talked about native 4K 60 for the Xbox and then whatever it was for fucking Pro. They did not deliver.
Ooh.
The percentage wasn't high enough in the sense anyway. So when PS5 and Scarlet come out, I don't want to hear them talk about 120 frames, 4K this.
95 frames per second, 8,000 frames per minute.
Do not bring that bullshit to a conference. Do not.
Look,
because I know for a fact Xbox is going to do that shit. They're going to do 120 frames, 4K, best console ever. And when they do that shit, I guarantee you, bullshit, chug galore. That shit ain't going to be a case. They can shut their little iron piece of shit mouths back where they fucking came from.
Did you just call them Lion
That's
King
what I mean.
mouths? I don't like that.
No, call them bitch ass liars. Is what I'm fucking calling them, bro.
I don't like what you said. Hurts my feelings.
You know. What is it? Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember now. Fuck. No, again, like this generation, there's been games I've been a bit pissed off with because, like, for instance, I remember when Destiny 2 came out. The one game that I didn't quite get, which was, we can do 60 frames, 1080 on or 720 whatever on a PC, but we can't do 60 frames on a console. And it's like, why?
Well, look,
because of
Nino Cooney about to come out and it's gonna do 1440p at 60 frames. Yes, it's a PS3 title.
Look at the art style of that game. Also,
yeah, but hold on now. Art style was fucking awesome. Yeah, it's fucking cell shade, but it's amazing. It's gonna look beautiful.
You're going from a again that's trying to go for like a realistic feel to a art style film.
Well, I don't expect these type of games. Like I said, Adam, I just said that I never expect these games to be 60 frames. But I never expect them to be 60 frames. Not on a single player aspect when I know it's so demanding. I never expect them to. But I'm not talking about the frames, and I'm not talking about the like the resolution. I'm talking about some of the graphics and art style or whatever you want to name it on this game where it just doesn't look as good. That's the developer's choice. Like, I mean, there's so much shit going around that the hair is so pixelated, bro. I saw this type of pixelization when you can, like, well, I see it all the time. I tried green screen a couple times. I can try it right now because I got my green screen. I'm actually go get it for you guys. But I tried green screen a couple times. And, you know, it kind of has a little bit of pixels around the outline of my skin because I'm so fucking black. But the fact of the matter, right? I'm seeing that type of shit on the hair. And I'm trying to figure out why I'm seeing that on the hair. See, this is my green screen.
I'm doing here for me.
You're getting deleted, Carney. What you just said was offensive. That offended my whole reality.
I mean,
okay?
Again, I can't.
It offended my reality.
Anyway.
No, I'm just saying, Adam. I respect what you're saying. I just don't understand what you're saying. You know? You know what I'm saying?
What is there not to understand?
Okay, well, first of all, I went to the cafeteria, right? And I didn't see food. Where is the food? Where are the juices? Where are the hot dogs? I see ketchup. I see mustard, but I don't see any food on the plate.
Bro. If he was a reviewer, right, he would review about the story of the gameplay or anything like that. He would literally say, listen, this house needs to be full of life.
Exactly.
Cups. If they say that shit, it's not a 10 out of 10.
Exactly. And I would fucking fail that game. If you're gonna put a kitchen, I need to see an ounce of food. Even if you can't do good on liquid, I still would love to see an ounce of fucking food. Don't sit up here and tell me that's too fucking much to ask. Put a fucking green screen up. Fuck this shit. Put this damn green screen up just to piss off Adam. Cause you don't got a green screen.
Yeah, you are kind of pissing me off.
No, I said I'm gonna put the green screen up to piss you off. I don't know what I said to you to piss you off.
I ain't watching.
Oh, you better watch. Okay, we pay you to watch.
I didn't even know what the fuck you were talking about with the hair.
It's this little pixel thing around the hair. It's not like solid.
Hair's fucking hair.
Well, I mean, it's not the hair itself. It's like it's some pixel shit around it. I think it has to do with the. Oh my fucking god, the green screen works.
From what I could gather, it sounds like the hair is basically like one form, basically, where it's not strands of hair and some bullshit like that.
Oh my fucking god, that shit actually worked.
I don't fucking know.
Wow, that's dope. Okay.
Well, again, bro, like, I've seen that. I mean, I'm for the game. I can understand that shit, but
my fucking ankles.
From the perspective of what I've seen of the game, it's pretty fucking incredible what they're able to do.
Okay, so we move up or we move
down. If they could stabilize a few things here and there, that game would be great.
For a long fucking time. I wanted to put that green screen up forever. I finally did that shit.
I mean, hell, I saw some sequences in the game where, like, literally fucking chunks of wood fly in the air, fucking brick, tree, fucking garbage can,
arms,
chairs will fly in the fucking air. I'm like, all that.
We're gonna test this damn green screen out.
Is guaranteed to like do some.
Give me a second. I want to test this shit out. Look, Adam, I'm not saying it's not the system's fault. And I don't care about the frame rates. I expect that shit to dip anyway. I didn't know it was 900p. I don't think it should be 900p. You have to blame my foot. Yes, I know. What? What happened, Adam? Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out with Adam. Does Adam know his foot or does Adam know his arm? That's a weird thing. He doing to try to shut you up. Oh God. Fucking shut Somatic up. Fucking Somatic.
To make sure that they can run certain aspects well. So when it comes down to putting, like I said, like a God of War compared to
that shit actually
would be a good situation for it.
And again, Adam, if you're saying that that's not the system's fault, that's the time and resources available.
That's what I've been telling Adam this whole fucking time. It's not the fucking system's fault. It's his arm. If you drink more tea, the fucking system would be more powerful.
If you're saying the first-party studios have this time and resources, then they're getting the max performance out of the system.
Well, no, that's here's the thing.
Green screen.
You say that, but again, most studios like PlayStation PlayStation Studios roughly to make a game are roughly between. PlayStation Studios make at least based on a game's like mainframe or sorry time frame. Sorry, it's roughly between 3 to 5 years. Same as what Remedy was with this game. When did Quantum Break come out? What, 2015?
Quantum Break came out in the 1800s.
So that's been a long. But no, sorry, fuck what you say, Jay. It's been a long time since they've had enough years to make this game.
Oh shit.
They got a lot of time to make this fucking game.
Yeah, I think it's
Adam,
better down there.
To me, it's like sports, man. That you got a talented team versus.
1 second, guys. I'm just gonna move it down there. Advanced settings, bottom right. Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Whereas Remedy, they are taking the Unreal Engine, an engine that was developed by Epic Games, right? Fucking them. And they're not Epic, are they? No, they're Remedy. So it's like they've got to take an already established engine and then mold it to their, to their liking. Which they can't completely mold it.
That still falls on their responsibility. That's not the system's responsibility.
Partially, yes. But it comes down to also the consoles. Again, these consoles.
The console's been out for 5 years, Adam. They have knowledge of
Adam, I know that you're taking favor in these developers. I could care less who you take favor in, but wrong is wrong, bro. And first of all, they could have did better.
So as I said again, these engines, like, they are all... people may not fucking know this, but these engines are always fucking evolving every fucking year. That's why you've got PC... That's why you've got PC graphics cards shitting out every year or 2 years. Because these engines that these motherfuckers are making, on the fucking span of what the fucking graphics cards would do, they keep that shit up.
Adam, they know the PC is, doesn't have a limitation. When you're working at a console, it has limitations.
Yeah,
so
you knew for many years that consoles had limitations. You can't sit up there and tell me that's a valid excuse for looking at your foot.
Make the game as good as you can.
I said that shit though. I said that these developers have a bracket. They can either set it low or they can set it high. But if you're going to set it at either end, there are obviously going to be sacrifices, whether you like it or not. Whether it will be
and what I said before, Adam,
in the low aspects or frames or pixels in the high aspects.
Some of them know where to make those sacrifices where it doesn't, be apparent in the game. You would really have to look at every single aspect of what you're seeing on screen.
Yeah, which is what Jay's fucking doing. He's zoomed into the fucking head.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you fucking did.
Never zoomed in. Not even joking. If you was watching the gameplay that whole time I bitched about the hair, I was never zoomed in. I don't even know how to zoom in. I don't know how to...
Adam, I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying, but at the same time, these people know this console's been out for a long time now. They know the limitations going in of the console. At that point, it falls into their responsibility of what they're going to work with, the resources.
But it also falls into the responsibility of my neck.
What they're going to do with the engine, how they're going to modify it to get the most out of what the system is capable of doing. So it still falls down to the developers at the end of the day. How can they make the game as good as possible, visually appealing as possible, without making too many sacrifices to the gameplay? I mean, that boss fight with God of War, man, you don't see stuff like that on a, like that where you can still keep your visual aspects.
One more fucking check.
And at the same time,
I'm doing one more edit for this shit. One more edit.
There's a bit of black and gold deal aspect of that, but I won't get into that.
Why is the chroma key is going through my forehead?
Right.
No, go ahead, Adam. It's good. Why? Good discussion we having.
We're having a horrible discussion because Adam won't eat.
Don't listen to J-Tech, Adam. Just go ahead.
No, I know that much.
It's diving inside of my head. What is that?
Try to refer back.
You know, like, I'm gonna get the hang of this green screen shit, but as of right now, fuck it.
It was years ago. I was trying to remember it because I remember.
Fuck.
It was the sense. I remember there was a question that was asked, and it was when Crysis 2 was coming out, and I went to I went to an IMAX screen in London to see gameplay with my brother of Crysis. This was on an IMAX screen, which could do fucking as many pixels as it was.
The movie or Crysis
it was
the
played
game?
on PC, high settings. And one of the questions I brought up was, what are the limitations of, and again, this is far away, this is not exact.
Oh, fuck.
What was your limitations when it came to design for a PC? And the thing was...
Hold up. I can actually go invisible.
When they were making Crysis, and they were, again, with the CryEngine, and back at that time, the CryEngine was one of those...
Somebody gotta make a joke about this.
Was probably one of the best engines that you would possibly see in the video game industry at that time. It was not. No one could beat that engine.
Yep, you're right. And then
when that question was answered, the dev actually came out and said, "Well, the funny thing is, you would think that the limitations for a piece, there is no limitations, but the fact of the matter is, there was tons. They described certain aspects that they wanted to do with like overall foliage, textures to grounds, also the suit of the nano suit, guns." You name it, basically, and they couldn't do those. They couldn't do the things because of basic aspects of, again, pixels and frames, also dips and pockets within that.
No, I mean, no, I know what Adam's saying and I know what I'm saying, but I'm not blaming it on the frame rates or resolution. I'm just saying there's stuff in the game that I want the developer to take responsibility for. If the developer can't take responsibility for the problems that they have developing, then that's just their fault. That's being lazy.
So it's that point of like they can go to a certain point of being real.
I don't know about that hitting the wall
in
thing,
detail,
but I know what you're talking about.
But eventually, right?
I think that comes when you see the game
whenever
over
they
and
go
over.
through, whenever they.
I'm gonna play this game for a little bit. I gotta get something to drink.
Because again, these games, I wouldn't say they want to try to do. They want to do photorealism, right? They want to be lifelike.
The chroma key is still on.
Again, it's one of those things where
the chroma key is still on. Hold on. Yeah, the chroma key is still the fuck on.
Great. What I was going to say on Crysis, if you were to, for instance, go to Insomniac, right, and say to them, here's the most powerful fucking tech that we have within a PC to date right now. I want you to make the most powerful version of a Spider-Man fucking suit, character model, and I want you to create a fucking couple, like, few square meters of, like, fucking land, right, where you can swing. Obviously, there's a point where, like, you go into the unknown, but fuck it, whatever. And I want you to make sure that this game can run and can do X, Y, and Z. There will be a point where they will design that suit perfectly, but then when it comes to, like, him swinging and stuff like that, animations, or within this radius,
those animations are pretty.
There'll be a point where something will definitely go wrong. And whether it's, again, the system wherever it's them having to go back, look at code, whether it's to.
I want to cut in here.
When you say, hold on, Jay, hold on. When you say go wrong, what do you mean for what, a glitch? Or...
Basically, what I mean, like I just said, code, like simple coding, where a code, they write a code, it's fucked, or they write a code, but like for instance, the frames within, obviously the code doesn't have to do with the frames, but it sort of, it cracks, and they have to go back and minimize something.
But see, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Ninja. So Ninja came in here.
That's what you said, Adam, about the time, the 5-year span, getting the time to work on these things before you put that product out. Right?
Yeah, you know how much. Yeah, you know how much time you're supposed to be spending on this shit.
Because every developer has high aspirations.
When you mean spend time on this shit, like what do you mean, devs?
I'm talking about Cyberpunk getting a downgrade, and why it looks like foot.
I mean, us saying that, right, is like saying, it's like talking about Last Guardian. It took 10 years for them to make that game. 10 years. And they had all the resources, all the time, all the flexibility in the world, but Sony gave them. Eventually it did come out, we saw it come out.
You don't want me anywhere near it.
And again, it was clear, obviously that game had loads of different development issues, you know, people went on and off the project. But then when it came out, right, there were fucking fails in that game, right? The gameplay wasn't again, there was trial and error within the gameplay, the movement. There was also trial and error in certain aspects of visual aspects. But they got 10 years. It don't matter. You can give a fucking company 10, 15 years, a whole generation. Like, you know, and that game could come out and have major fucking faults.
The game performed pretty well. I mean, it's not
well, no, that's the thing. I'm not saying any of that shit. I'm saying the fact of, like, with Last Guardian, right, 10 years, like, the thing about Last Guardian, this is a difficult one to even fucking talk about, is that that game was in, like, crazy fucking development. It was passing around from bit to bit. It was like, when's the game coming out? And it's like, oh, it's been taken over. Oh, it's been re-trademarked and this and that. It's like, oh, when's this fucking game coming out? And it just pops out of nowhere in 2015, like, oh yeah, it's coming out, like, next year. It's like, what the fuck? Holy crap, I can't wait for this game. And when we saw it, obviously, again, this game has an art style, you know, it's not realism, whatever, bull crap like that, you know, they had the aspects of, what's its face, the bird fucking thing, where it had, you know, the feathers were all animated singularity. But it's always to the point of, I don't know how long that game was, but I know it wasn't fucking long, you know, like a 30 to 50 hour game, you know. It's like, one of you guys brought up Cyberpunk, right? Funny thing about Cyberpunk is...
Yeah, the game is downgraded and people are saying it doesn't look
good.
Me personally, I was going to skip on the game anyway. I wasn't as hyped as all of you guys. I can confirm that. You guys can confirm that. But it being downgraded like that, bro, a lot of other people are feeling the same way, that either they're going to wait for a PS5 or they're just not going to buy it. But look, it's a such thing as being too ambitious. You can't blame that console on the developer's ambition. So you gotta blame the developer. That's all I've been saying. Blame the developer.
No, Jay. Look.
Wait up. So you telling me you can't blame the developer?
No. Hey, hold the fucking phone, bro. When we talk about ambition, was like, again, studios,
okay, so
people that are
you're telling me I can't blame the developer, but I can blame my foot. I don't like that.
No. You have the right to blame the developer. Of course you do. You're in your own fucking right. You have freedom of speech, all that crap like that.
I'm not talking... Bro, we're talking about... Even the reviewers were talking about the shit wrong with Control. You literally can't sit up there and tell me there's not a problem with the game. Come on, Adam. Let's be 100% honest. You can't just sit up here and blame the console.
Jay, I recall to you again. I am not arguing with the fucking aspects of this game having problems. I know this game has problems. I can see it. I am not fucking blind.
You might be.
I'm not saying any bullshit about that. When it comes down to it, you can't put the entire fucking blame on the studios.
But you can't put the blame on the console.
No,
just like last gen, when developers from the first party studios actually learned the technology and they started making award-winning games that made third party developers jealous enough to say the games were cinematic when they clearly weren't, and they were doing it again, like Ubisoft said about The Last of Us 2. That's your own fault when you're that fucking ignorant. When you're that fucking lazy that you can't fucking develop a good game like another game developer. When you have to cut corners and when you have to make all these fucking excuses of why a system, why a game can't fucking do something on a system that another game can do. Now you don't sit up here and tell me that shit's fucking wrong, Adam. Some developers have better skills than others. I tell you one thing, there's probably been a lot of fucking great PS4 exclusives that did half of the shit to this game. One of them being infamous Second Son with the destruction. It might have not been to this level, but I didn't see this fucking much of a downgrade on the character model because you had some fucking debris. No, man, no, you can't sit up here and blame the system.
Again, Jay,
at a certain point, it falls upon the lap of the developer.
Jay, do you take into account of all the things in which Infamous might be lacking that other games don't?
It was an open world game. I'm stuck in a building and control. You can't compare that. You're stuck in one building and control. We're talking about different fucking sections in Infamous.
Again, like,
come on, bro.
I'm not going to compare both worlds, but the fact of the matter is, whether it's outside or inside, a map can be a map. A level can be a level.
And the map is better in Infamous.
If you want to compare that shit, it don't matter if it's inside or outside. It doesn't. The fact of the matter is, it's still the fucking same fucking thing. It is.
I believe that game is better than
this.
Clearly have more
it's the same fucking thing. They have a percentage, they have a degree in which they can use. After that, that's their point. Right? I was just going to bring it up. Cyberpunk. Compare that to Witcher, map-wise, right? The map of Witcher is going to be bigger than fucking Cyberpunk. But the thing that Cyberpunk will have that obviously Witcher wouldn't ever have because of the, you know, the overall, like, where it's based, right? Where, you know, is verticality. So even though Witcher is bigger in radius, right? Cyberpunk makes up in depth and verticality. So every building you go into, it's going to have levels in which you can go up and down and you can investigate. You can go underground, and there's levels to that aspect. It may not be like I'm saying, a radius, like, you know, of open fields and shit like that. But where it lacks in that aspect, it makes up in the point of going into like a superplex, kind of like what you got in the film Dread.
It's not linear. It's definitely gonna be a big game. But from what a lot of people are bitching about, and it's clearly not me. I'm not gonna pick on the game, but I wasn't as hyped for the game as other people were. But it's a visual downgrade. It's a visual downgrade, and other people that actually were excited about getting the game day one, people that were hyped up about getting the game day one, they are kind of skeptical about buying the game. And there's a lot of buzz about waiting for the next generation consoles to play exactly that game. I don't think we're gonna hear shit like that when it comes to The Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima, because we saw that game, both of those games, in action on a PS4 Pro. You can say the same for all these other games, including Death Stranding.
You
can't own that shit. Every fucking day, Kojima is showing you what the PS4 Pro can do. Every day.
And again, Jay, that's an in-house engine compared to a engine that's being used by local
that's why
companies.
I've been saying the whole time, it's not the console, it's the developer. It's the developer.
And like I said, you don't, again, you put some blame on the
developers,
developers,
throw a pamper at you, bro.
You can't put,
I will throw a pamper at your fucking nose.
You can't go up to someone and say, PS4 doesn't fucking, you know, it doesn't have no fucking recollection of like fucking why this is not happening. Because it does.
I'm just saying, when I step in blood, I should see footprints. I've saw it in other games. Why doesn't this game do it?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's a developer aspect. That's a developer aspect, right? That's not the game. I mean, sorry, it's not the system. It's the developer. That's how they made the game. If they don't want to add it, then they don't want to add it.
And again, like, Jay, that's not them. Like, when it comes to devs, man, they're not like, this is like a staple, we've got to put this shit in there. No.
Okay, so I go over a wet floor sign and I can knock it over, but when I step on some fucking blood, I don't see it on the fucking floor. I saw other games do it.
I mean,
I saw my foot in the sand on Uncharted. I saw my foot in the fucking snow on God of War.
I can bring up a perfect fucking point about this whole fucking point, right?
Look at your foot.
Division.
How about that?
Right, Division 1, Watch Dogs. Remember the first fucking gameplay they gave us, though? Both those fucking games and how amazing those games looked compared to what they released as. Do you not think that the limitations of the fucking console we have right now compared to the PC limitations weren't a fucking factor?
Exactly, bro.
Because
that's
they were.
Ubisoft too, Adam.
That's Ubisoft, bro. You can't trust them. If all people don't want to sit up there and trust
again,
these guys.
You were better off with Cyberpunk than Ubisoft.
No. It was not Ubisoft. It was Massive's decision. Because why? They knew that there was limitations in the aspects of what they were making.
What game are you
whether it was on
talking about?
PC, or whether it was on PlayStation, or whether it was on Xbox. If they continue making that game what it was when they first showed it off, that game was not going to fucking work out. What?
You said Watch Dogs, right? That's Ubisoft.
Watch Dogs was made by Ubisoft, yes. The Division was made by Supermassive Studios. It wasn't made by Ubisoft.
Wait up, did you just say The Division?
The Division.
Yes, that's a Ubisoft
as in
game.
Supermassive made that game. It was published by Ubisoft.
It's still a Ubisoft fucking game, bro. It's still them.
Yeah, again, but we're talking about people that are making.
When we talk about the quality of a developer, bro, Ubisoft makes bad games. That's a Ubisoft game.
They're not.
Hey, bro, hey, you can't argue with it, bro. They made some bad games. When their name is on it, the one thing I know about Ubisoft, and Somatic was with me last gen, they bitched about the power of the PS3 before Last of Us came out, and then they wanted to be jealous. Yeah, but if one developer can do something and you can't, and you don't get the right to be jealous.
No, JJ, why did they bitch about it?
They claimed that they couldn't make a game look good, but other developers could. At the end, towards the end,
again,
Sucker Punch with
what was the thing? What was the thing about PS3 that kind of fucked them in the third-party genre?
The cell processor, yeah.
Thank you.
But it ended up being a thing that made games amazing.
After that? What happened after when they announced the PS4? Listen, we know we fucked up with that shit, so we're gonna make a console made a part that developers are asking for. They gave them that, but obviously the developers know that when they went into that room and said we want this part, this part, this part, they couldn't go, we want the highest fucking part of the GPU, CPU, we want this as the highest part.
Give me that.
And then when it come out of the console and we have to buy that console, it costs us like a few grand. You don't want that, do you? No, you want a console that is somewhat cheap, affordable, powerful, obviously, in some degree.
Okay, no, let me ask you a question. Did you see Keanu Reeves in the new gameplay?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you saw the gameplay version of him, not the cutscene or cinematic version we saw.
Yes, and of course,
does it look good to you? Does that look good to you?
I know what you're gonna say.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm asking you a question with your own eyes. Did that look good to you?
For gameplay, yes.
No. No, Adam. No. I'm looking at my foot right now, and it looks better than those graphics.
The funny thing is, I'm guaranteeing you right now, when you looked at that gameplay, you thought that model was actually like a character model that you see around the player. It isn't. It's a figment of the player's imagination. It's a visual aesthetic which they go by. It was their choice to go by that aesthetic or visual. Hence the word Cyberpunk. They have their reasons for doing what they do in CD Projekt Red. When you watch that demo, right, there are so many visual aspects to that game where you have, for instance, like the classic tones. Like, for instance, Terminator.
All I'm saying, bro, is a lot of people are looking at the gameplay and they're finding a lot of fucked up shit in the game.
Well, of course they would, because if you don't look, Jay, in the top of the fucking screen, it says not final version. Why does it say that? Because it isn't the fucking final version. It's not even alpha.
I wouldn't show it.
Beta. It's before that shit.
Like Phil Spencer said. Like Phil Spencer said, would you ship that? No, they're not gonna ship it, but I wouldn't show it either. I would not show that to such a sensitive...
Again, you're talking about services on that point. That's not a game, that's services.
I'm making a joke. I wouldn't show that. If I was them and I knew it looked that bad, I would not show it. No, okay, somebody go look at the party chat, bro. Tell me you think that's alright to even show off. If it wasn't gonna look that good, you should have waited to the end of the year or next year. The fucking what we just saw today.
So my thing, I just want to go back to the Ubisoft.
What do you mean? So you mean Cyberpunk? You mean?
Cyberpunk looks like ass.
Ubisoft as a point of reference.
Sorry again. Sorry, say again, Sonic.
No, I said I'm not worried about all that Cyberpunk stuff. I'm just talking about Ubisoft with their games. I wouldn't use them as an aspect because they like to show off things in the CGI form. And everybody knows it's not going to look like that.
Exactly.
When you got like Naughty Dog that shows gameplay, that comes close to looking like
again, like I'm not as much I love Naughty Dog, right? When I watched the first trailer of like Uncharted 4, right, when he's on the beach washed up, that wasn't the final project was nothing like that. That was a CG trailer compared to the final product, right? The gameplay, that was nothing. Like visually, no comparison right there, right? If that game looked that good, holy fucking shit, that'll be great. But again, even Naughty Dog have limitations because a lot of people think that like visuals and stuff like that is just like that's it, right? No, you have to factor in all the things, everything in the fucking game, the whole shebang, such as like
arms, foot, legs, all of that.
God of War, let's put God of War in this situation, right? The movesets, the weapons, the things the weapons might do, whatever it's like, you know, the frost, that sort of submerges when the permafrost aspects, right? Where like you hit an enemy so many times, the permafrost comes into action. That's a factor of that. It's also when you throw in the fucking axe and it comes back, you've got little particle effects. It's also a sense of the effects that are going around the fucking thing. That is established on that point. It's also the point of Atreus, or the points that he has, all the things that he does. It all factors into that. It's also like, again, when I was watching Cyberpunk, right? That game fucking terrifies me in a good way because of how much shit you can do in that game. And all that stuff that you're talking about, all that crap, it factors in to like...
I didn't mean to leave like that. I got a phone call.
No, that's right, man. Like, well, yeah, when it comes down to like what I saw of Cyberpunk,
I got it.
All the shit that I saw was terrified me because of how much of an ambitious fucking game this is. And I haven't seen an RPG game do what they're doing in a fucking long ass time. Long time. And I looked at the skill tree, I looked at all the capabilities of what you're able to do as a player, how you're able to play, what you're able to do. I'm like, how the fuck is this game going to be able to do all this shit and be able to keep a smooth, steady aspect of its own overall points? I don't know. When it comes to Development Red, there are certain schools within this industry that just know how to fucking do things. It's crazy.
All I'm gonna say, bro, I'm gonna be honest. When I played fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I only played it for the Greek mythology, right? I didn't want that world to be that way. And I'm gonna say the same thing. You can be biased. I don't care what you say or think. The fact of the matter is, I'm not playing a game for it to simulate 100% how big the scale of a New York City actually is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I don't need Cyberpunk to be fucking huge. No, I don't need it to be that way. Now again, that's the developers. That's the developers' decision, and it is also their decision if they have to make cuts to make it that way. It is not the system's fault that it can't handle the ambitions of the developer.
They make again, Jay. They make cuts on the over. They do put into hand, right, when they're making cuts.
I don't care. I'm skipping the game until I can play it on PS5.
Because if a game's not working fine and it's a buggy mess and there's problems, a lot of fucking problems, people are going to shit on that game. They are going to victimize it and they're going to be asking.
You don't think they're doing that right now today?
You look at Anthem.
They're doing it right now, Adam. That's what I'm asking you. You know that. They're looking at what the visuals look like in the gameplay right now today. From the gameplay trailer that was released yesterday.
From what I've been seeing of Control, the only thing that I've been seeing that's in remotely a bad fucking taste in that game is the factors of frames. It's the factors of certain maybe aspects that they wish could do more in the game. Which is basically in line of making another game, like a sequel to Control. That, again, is like God of War. They could have made DLC for that game, but you know what? Corey said no. Why? Because the DLC aspects that he had in his hand were to lead on to another story. So would you make DLC? Would you comp that shit? Or would you go, no, fuck that. It's a complete game in its own right. I'm going to take these ideas and implement them into next one of the God of War game. Smart move by Corey and Santa Monica. Smart fucking move.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now, buddy, but I am looking at my foot.
You know, and that's why, again, like when I brought up the Division aspect, right? I remember when Division was first shown, that game was stunning, and I was like, "There's no fucking way that game's gonna be on the PS4 or the Xbox One, or be able to run on a PC at a steady aspect." Fuck no! And guess what happened? They went, "No, we can't do that. We're gonna have to downgrade majorly." And that's when Ubisoft started to become the fucking laughing stock of the industry, because they always showed off games that were too fucking ambitious, and they're like, "Shit, we can't do that because there's gonna be problems in the final build."
Exactly.
No fucking shit.
So
no fucking shit.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Again, that comes down to them, and it also comes down to the hardware in which these consoles have, or PC. Just look at fucking Switch with the fucking, Witcher 3. Look how fucking rubbered down that fucking shit is. We all knew that was going to be the case. But, like, they had to do that because, again, people don't want to be playing a fucking game at, like, fucking 5 frames and shit. It's just, like, you just can't, like... It's like playing a game with, like, a Brit across the pond, right? When you move your controller, the latency of, like, you turning left, and you're like, "Oh, I can't play this fucking game." Because no, you can't. You get pissed off. You have to comprehend someone's movement 5 seconds before it happens. No, you don't want to do that shit, do you? You want to be able to buy a game, sit down, play it, and enjoy it without having to think about all this bullshit in the background. Like, fuck. And when you talk about how long a game is, right, I agree with you on that. Red Dead Redemption 2 was a prime reason of that shit. It took me 3 chapters to actually get into that game and think, "Oh my god, this game's actually getting good now." And how long that game was overall, fuck me, that game was long. It shouldn't have been that long. Same for Days Gone. Like the game, but hands down, I would actually say to you, that game was too fucking long. Shouldn't have been that long. Wait, like, loads of things could have been dropped down that game. Could have been, 30, 20-hour game? Yeah. The bottom line is, whether you like it or not, those consoles that are sitting on your fucking table have a limitation. And when it comes to developers, they know these consoles have a limitation. And it's up to them
exploit the limitations or what? Like, I would not tell a developer to make a game that this console is not capable of producing.
I will put. I remember saying, I don't know who this was yesterday, but when it came to the Pro and the X, I would be fucking shocked. Well, if I was to ask anybody, like Mark Cerny or whatever, one of those questions I would ask him was, did you ever think when you made the PS4 that you needed to make a Pro version of the console? I guarantee you he said no. I guarantee you would have said fucking no. Because, again, when consoles come out, like you got the slim version, which is basically like they always do that mid version, right? Where they, you know, again redesign, you know, work out certain kinks. When it comes to the Pro and the X, when they did, and then you think about, but what about the next console? They're going to be coming out in a few years' time. It's like, why the fuck would you do that? And there's a point. Of course people bought the Pro and the X. Of course they did, because there are people that want the brand new things, right? There are people that are like this in their world. Like, they want the new. And that's fine. There are people like myself where I do not give a fuck about the HDR, 4K, and if they can, you know, jeopardize certain things, they'll do 60, right? I don't mind that. When it comes down to it, if anyone told me, do you think they really need the Pro version of both consoles? Fuck no. They don't need it. They just didn't. It was hands down. I played numerous games this generation that have been fucking fine on the PlayStation. And there has only been, what, like a handful of games which might sort of be like, oh fuck, like, alright, the consoles, there is a problem in that aspect. Right, where the tech is not good enough. That's the reason why I'm stamping my foot down and saying, bro, PS5 or Scarlet, whatever, what are they going to be called? They have to come out and they have to be like, listen, we're going to give you the 4K HDR shit that you know and love, because again, people will have 4K TVs and HDR TVs. And they'll give you the aesthetics to please you on that point. But when it comes down to 3 consoles in promising 1080 60, or 2, well, again, they kind of promised it on PS3, but when it comes to this being the 3rd console, which they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to be able to do this and that, I hope they fucking do. Because by this time, third person and first person games should be both running at a certain frame rate, not 2 different frame rates. Games should be clocked at a steady pixels instead of fluctuating between 900, 1080, 14, 720. They should be clocked at something, bro. They just should. And I just looked at that fucking image. The image that you're looking at of fucking, what's his face? Keanu Reeves. That is a visual fucking holographic thing. If you watch the gameplay and you watch there was a Q&A sit down that they did, I'm halfway through it. They talked about the aesthetics of what Cyberpunk is, and they took inspiration from Blade Runner, Terminator, Total Recall, Dread, sorry, even Demolition Man, I think one of them said, where you have the graphics and animations within, like, you know, the POV of, like, the Terminator, or, you know, the shit that might be going on off screen in Blade Runner, and, like, in Dread, like, the aspects of, like, holographic fucking signs and shit like that. That's all collaborative. That's basically, Cyberpunk is like the epitome of like 80s and 70s look into the future of Earth, which is great, and I love that fucking aesthetic. I love what they're doing with the game. I can't wait to play Cyberpunk, because I know Cyberpunk will deliver an experience in which will not jeopardize the game nor the overall play of it. Like I said, there's like a handful of studios that can do this right now, and they've increased this year with Guerrilla Games, with Sucker Punch, hopefully, I don't know, and Santa Monica. You know, you think about it as well. Santa Monica, right? They used to strive for the big like enemies, and then they strive with you know, the aspects of having 50 enemies on the screen. But then when you play God of War, this God of War, right? They scaled that back, right? On the gigantic, the massive things that, you know, that you fought, as well as the overall capacity of how many enemies you fought, because of, you know, the visuals of the game. They want to make this game visually fucking beautiful, but also have that beauty of that game and the gameplay still intact, and they did that so perfectly well. Again, God of War 3 is completely different to God of War 2018 because of the way you fought and the way you played the game. Completely fucking different. and it was for the better of God of War. Because again, God of War, as much as I liked the series, I hands down say Kratos was a one-dimensional fucking character that I was like, I give zero fucks about. Like, and when they brought this new version of him out, it was so much better. So much better to watch.
Look, Adam, we're gonna have to disagree. It's understandable. We're humans. We're two different worlds and shit. But me personally, I can't agree that the developer can't take any accountability on them doing too much with a game. Ubisoft did too much with fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and obviously, it wasn't the best thing. Sorry, but developer wants to put too much in there. That's dope. That's I can't blame you.
And that's their choice.
Yeah, that's no, I'm not. Listen, hold on. You didn't let me finish. You said that's their choice, then you about to cut me off. That is their choice, right? But you don't go ahead as a fan of the developer yourself or the developer themselves try to say a reviewer should give them a good score because they tried to do more. If it is not gonna make it run smooth, then maybe you should not have put that in there. Maybe you need to tone it down. I heard of a fucking artist on Dreams, right? He wants to make more realistic character models, right? He's doing a grand job of it, but he can't. You want to know why he can't? Because the thermometer or whatever, the thermometer thing, keeps fucking maxing out. His creations are too fucking detailed. Now he has to wait for Media Molecule to release a new update that would expand that. That's dope. Developers might not get that. The only other time they'll get that is with a new console, right? But even so, their fucking ideas might still be way too ambitious to do anything about that. So look, hey,
that's the point. Every developer is
I need
ambitious.
to look at my arm, and you need to look at your foot.
When it comes to developers, dude, every single time a new console comes out, I say this right now, the developers' ambitions are so overly flawed. Right? No, sorry, not even that word. Sorry, fuck. They're overly ambitious. I say overly ambitious, right? Where if they did that shit out the gate on a console, you will not see a budge of the needle on what they could do further. It's like when a developer comes out and says, we've pushed out as much as we can of this console, and then the next 2 years later, they bring out the next game, and it's even better than the last game. They lie to you. They lie and lie and lie, because the fact of the matter is, there's always a way to get around these fucking consoles. But there will be a point where they will reach that maximum capacity. There will be. When it comes down to it, right, that's the reason why Microsoft went to them, bro, because he was like, yo, listen, we want a cheap console, affordable console, but we want to make sure that you're able to design your games to the first capability, right, and then also the point of giving you enough room before, like, your ambitions become overly ambitious. They did that. They gave them the things, whatever, and they hunkered down, they finalized the thing, and they brought out the console, right? Throughout the whole, from the beginning of the PS4 to what it is now, you're reaching the end of this generation. You're going to get games that are now starting to push the needle of being too ambitious, where you're going to probably see those games be like, oh fuck, we need to make a new console. Which is why these consoles coming out, hopefully, next year. Hopefully, next year.
How the fuck do you level up on the fucking controller?
I mean, fuck, like, I said this, last week, wasn't it? E3 Coliseum 2018, Last of Us Part 2 with Naughty Dog. When they sat down, they talked about
didn't somebody from Ubisoft, didn't somebody say from Ubisoft, and it's on the internet, so don't try to deny it, they tried to say that it wasn't actually real gameplay. They tried to say it was fucking cinematics. The fact of the matter is, some developers clearly will continue to be jealous.
What game was this, though?
This was the Last of Us 2 gameplay from last year. A Ubisoft developer got caught on Twitter claiming that it wasn't real. And Neil Druckmann clapped back at him on Twitter. And the gaming community came at him. This was a guy...
Well, no fucking shit. Because the guy that said that shit was a fucking moron. Developers are like that, dude. Literally. developers have a fucking mean ass ego, and I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, but look, I've dealt with Ubisoft for 2 generations. Ubisoft is the one developer that bitches about hardware, but is lazy. They are so fucking lazy. That's the one thing I can say about Ubisoft. They're always bitching about needing new console before any other developer, but they're the ones that's the laziest. They're the games that are the sloppiest. So, you know, fuck Ubisoft, man. That's why I don't support them now, bro. Assassin's Creed could have looked better on all consoles last gen, if they just had the fucking balls to do so. Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 look like ass.
When it comes to Assassin's Creed games, how much can they push that fucking series before, like, you know, they can't. That series is over. It's done. You can clearly see it. They have to pivot.
Find a boss battle. I'm here. Fighting a boss battle, and I'm trying to listen to a lecture from the
Desmond character. They have to pivot from the Desmond character to then go from fucking that to Origins and Odyssey, because the fucking original format of Assassin's Creed was getting stale as fuck. And it was stale. It was rotten.
How do you fucking throw at an enemy and flies around? I never understood that. Why give me the ability if he's gonna fucking dodge every throw?
I mean, like, yeah, Smack, I was just gonna say, Jay brought the idea of, what's it called, Ubisoft guy saying that,
Just kill me.
Part 2 gameplay wasn't real, it was CG.
That wasn't them. That was fucking, I think, from Tomb Raider people, Crystal Dynamics or somebody.
I don't know, fuck no.
Was it that?
Anyway.
Oh, no, man, it was those guys. I remember those.
Again, I listen, right, because they made, what was it? Tomb Raider, they were making Tomb Raider, was it Tomb Raider? No, it was Shadow Tomb Raider, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Tomb Raider. Yeah, so, on to that point, right, and I know for a fucking fact you remember this, when we were watching that gameplay on that year, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and after that gameplay, what did I tell you? Like, what was my... Do you remember? I'll just say, do you remember me saying that's not gameplay? I can't believe that. I don't think that's gameplay.
I hate boss.
Do you remember me saying that?
You gave me,
like, in my eyes, I thought I disbelieved that wasn't gameplay because of how much shit was in that game.
Fly around and I'ma fuck you up.
Exactly. The reason why, and then after that, when they had a panel with the Naughty Dog guys and they were talking about it, my opinion changed in a blink of an eye. Because of what they spoke about and what they said. Again, they spoke about the new engine that they were developing on top of Lost Legacy at the time, and what they were able to do and sort of implement in the AI aspect. Again, you have visuals, you have AI computing, you've got all these other factors when it comes to how much these consoles can take. And again, I'm just going to put this out there, I've said throughout the whole fucking point. Developers are to blame, right? There's a percentage of that. There's also a percentage of consoles. There always has been, there always will be, right? Developers will always turn around like this, we need more fucking power. Of course you do. Because you're nearing that sense of the console generation when the new consoles are coming out, you have to wait. Whereas
new technology is always going to be, you know.
Exactly. Like Last of Us, whenever the fuck that comes out, right? Let's say Last of Us Part 2 comes out beginning of next year, right? And then PS5 comes out, and they throw in an update to the PS5 version, which is basically a texture kit, 4K kit, pixel, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Basically, it's a massive update kit which gives you higher resolutions, higher frames, higher fidelity on like textures and shit like that. It's basically like a texture pack. And you play Last of Us on the PS5, right? And it shows you right off the rip, like what they would have been able to do if it was launched on the PS5. That's the point.
Okay,
it is what it is.
So much blood, bro.
Again, like.
Call it a blood pack.
As much as I don't mind the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro, right? I stand by it. A reason why Pro got released, I guarantee it's because of fucking Xbox. Because Xbox, don't forget, right? They knew they
came out before the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know that, but the idea of the but the idea of the X was lingering around before the Pro came around. Because again, remember, PlayStation dropped a random date, which was in September. We have a conference thing. It's like, oh, what's this about? Oh, it's probably about the new 4K thing we've been hearing about on Reddit, right? And they brought it out, and they were like, yeah, it's coming out later this year. You know, it's gonna be able to do this and that, right? And it was like, it was a step up from what you could do on the vanilla, but not majorly big. Then you later on had Xbox, right? And as we all know, Xbox are failing at that point. They need to bring up their sales or do something. So like, fuck it, let's bring out a brand new console with 6 teraflops, more powerful than the Pro and the PlayStation 4, and hopefully we get people back on our side. That wasn't the case though, was it? No, because no one gave a fucking shit about that sense. Also the point, they didn't have anything to justify that console to make you want to buy it. Unlike PlayStation, where you had games like Horizon that obviously had a HDR 4K capability in some sense, but it wasn't native. We all know that it wasn't native. Again, if it was fucking native 4K, I tell you right now, Horizon will be a completely different fucking game.
But look. It don't matter. Yeah, like you're getting into the aspect.
We're gonna use checkerboard 4K, and Spider-Man did the same thing.
Exactly, so checkerboard. It's not native though, is it? Like, you know,
nobody cares if it's not native. The thing is, it's a.
No, JJ. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying any of that shit. I don't care either. But it is that sense of
4K
like,
and 60 frames don't matter to me even now.
It's like the sense.
It doesn't. Sorry, I got a new PS4, which was the Pro. Because it had HDR, which I had already experienced using Infamous and what was it?
It's like someone selling you an iPhone, right? And then you find out later on that it's a fucking it's a hand-me-down. It's like a crock shit version of the iPhone. You don't fucking want that, do you? No. That's how I look at checkerboard fucking that checkerboard shit. It's that like it's like there was a company that did when Beats by Dre came out, right? And there was a company that came out and did a same sort of design as Beats, but the logo was different. It was basically a fucking rubbish version of the Beats by Dre. But the thing is, do you want the real Beats or do you want the bullshit hand-me-down ones? You want the real Beats. You know, you're paying a certain price. You want the real shit. And that's the point of my whole, you know, the checkerboard and the native.
Look, the thing is, these games are good without being 60 or native 4K, bro. That's the thing. That's a PC thing.
That's what I mean. That's been my main fucking concern with the next generation consoles, right? Because the fact of the matter is, the studios are the ones, right? As much as like people.
I will agree with you. I will agree with you on February of 2020 when Sony reveals the PS5, or if they reveal it at the end of this year. And they start bragging about everything is going to be 60. But if they don't say that everything is going to be 60, I don't want people to put that in their mouth that they claimed everything was going to be 60. Because they never they didn't even claim everything. They didn't claim everything was going to be 4K. They never said that. But everybody says that they said it, but they never claimed that with the Pro, everything was going to be 4K. So you can't bash them on something that they didn't say. That's what I'm saying. They didn't make this system. They didn't make this system so everything could be 4K 60 because they know it couldn't be.
Well, it's vanilla, no.
Look at your foot, Adam. Look at it.
Here's another point to this, right? When the consoles first came up, PS4 and Xbox One, right? Everyone remembers the fucking shtick that was going around. 720, 1080, right? We always had 1080 games or higher pixel games than them, right? Because of certain reasons, right? We look at it right now, where the tides are turning right now, right? Obviously, they've got the X, we've got the Pro, whatever. Okay. There's also a sense that these devs are reaching that point where they're going to need new consoles. And we're not in the recession anymore. We're not in that shit anymore, right? So they could, if Xbox didn't pull the fucking hand of PlayStation wouldn't be releasing the PS5 until 2021. Like they would not be releasing this console yet. But with Xbox knowing that they have to release a new console and they have to basically refresh it, even though they decline the fact that they don't care about console sales or the console wars. Bullshit. Why are you making a new console then? Know what I mean?
You talking about Xbox?
It's bullshit. I'm talking about Xbox, and I'm talking about the overall aspects of basically when and where you need consoles. You know,
it's a weird thing because you, like Somatic said, you would expected Xbox to be the one to release the system first.
How long did last generation last? Because of the recession. This was because of the recession as well.
I don't know.
It's like, what, 2006, right? Lasted all the way till 2013. Very long fucking time. This generation is shorter.
Yeah, it was an 8-year console cycle.
Yeah,
It wasn't fucking short.
What, 7 years? By the time PS5 comes out? Yeah. Shorter, but obviously, again, you're not in the recession. So, all that shit's gone. Well, kind of. But, again, both companies are in good hands, right? Because, again, PlayStation profited, which it took them a bit of time before they could do that with PS3. And Xbox right now, where they're in this fucking shit. When it comes to Xbox. Yeah.
Stupid ass bastard came back.
Yeah.
So nobody knows how to level up on Control because I've taken out a lot of bad guys and
shit. As well. I think my main priorities as well is that again, a lot of people feel like pixels are like the thing that makes the game pretty. No, it's the engines. A game, oh god, you could.
I think people know that. I don't think they're that stupid.
I don't think that's stupid.
Like Uncharted 2 on the PS3, that game could do 4K, right? It doesn't change. It won't change anything apart from just a sharper picture. It won't change a more realistic version of Drake or the realism around the areas. It won't do that. That's the engine that does that, not the fucking pixels. So when it comes down to next generation, right? If Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, Great Games are making brand new engines or updated versions of Disma or whatever, right? And these games look amazing, but they run at not 4K or whatever. It don't matter because the fact of the matter is, the engines are the ones that are basically the evolution of video games, not the pixels. Again, pixels are just making the game sharper. That's all it's doing. So that you can see little bits of details here and there that are implemented within the engine. That's it. So, yeah. No. It's like when, what's it called again? Fucking... I think this is somewhere. I said, what is it? Control has better destruction than fucking Crackdown. So it does. 100% does.
It does.
But does it have the power to clone?
And then, I remember this guy came out and said, but it isn't a world game. Control is a world game. Well, no, it isn't. But the fact of the matter is, if you look at the overall size of the map and the areas and stuff like that, obviously it'll be smaller than the map that you get in Crackdown, of course. But that doesn't dignify or dictate anything. If anything, Crackdown should be able to do destruction to that because of the art style, because of what they've done with the fucking thing. Again, that's the art style. That was what what's that? Borderlands. It was what's the word called? Cell shaded. Compared to a game that tries to be realistic, because obviously I can see it's not trying to be realistic. Obviously it looks like a game, but there is that point.
Have we been here before?
Oh shit!
Again, Crackdown.
Oh, this game getting wild! Oh fuck! Adam, look at this fucking game, bro! Look at the fucking water.
Crackdown took fucking way too long, and that was because obviously the developers.
Oh my god! Man, this game is a beautiful game when it wants to be, and it's not an ugly game. But the one thing, my problem with it is, it's a little bit of pixel things around the hair, because it's probably demanding on the outside of the character model. I think not many games do this, but the scenery, the atmosphere, the graphics on the different things.
It's clear in Control that they prioritize
everything
stuff around the character model than the character model itself.
Yeah, and that's why I've saw it before. I've saw that type of shit before around the hair.
It happens in games.
But it looks good, man. It really does look good. When is this game set? Because I thought it was a modern day game, but obviously it looks like it's set like somewhere in the 60s, 70s, or early 80s.
It has that aesthetic, yes, but I don't know. I think it's in present day.
No, I don't know, man, because these... Or maybe it's in his mind. That's where he came from. Oh, okay, I think I get it. The current director, that was the age where he was at. The law of 3 applies. Do you know what the law of 3 is, Adam? Adam doesn't know what the law of 3 is. Man, if they want... Look, I hope... Somatic, you there?
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm really hoping that Sony buys these guys so they can spread their wings. You got to remember, this is a multi-plat. Like, I think they could do what they really was trying to do with this game. You see what I'm saying? But how can you do that when you actually did have to make a game that could be played on Xbox? When you already know that you could barely put Quantum Break on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You need more power, but it's not like the PS4 doesn't give you enough. Yeah, I know what you texted me, and you're fucking right. You know you're right. You know, that's all about your foot, and it's all about your leg. Something ain't right here. This game's so fucking weird, bro.
It's like Inception. All this stuff.
Oh, every time I ring the bell, a different door opens. Oh.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
This game is wild. Yeah, it is like Inception, a movie I've never seen before.
You need to see that movie.
No, I'm alright. Yeah, this is one of the more. It's like set in the old times. It's gotta be based in. It's gotta be the. It's not the 60s. It gotta be the 70s. This gotta be set in the 70s/80s. So every time I ring the bell, a different door opens. This is the middle door. Okay. I think I've already been in here before. There we go. Uh-oh. I'm figuring it out. I'm hungry, bro. I'm about to hook myself up and chill out and watch this show on Amazon Prime. They saying the new Joker is the best reviewed Batman movie ever, and it's only because they made the movie for the critics. And I'm not a big fan of that. You know I don't. Like those indie films, I'm not a big fan. If you gotta make a movie for the critics, then, you know, that's why they always be saying limited release or some dumb shit like that. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Ah, fucking fell. What the fuck? Somatic's not even here. He's looking at his own foot. Okay. Hotline will allow you to contact entities. Okay, what the fuck is hotline? Okay. I get the hang of it. I'm not a professional at this fucking game because I don't know what the fuck this game is about, but whatever. Bitch.
Hi, Jay Renner.
What's up? You about to leave?
No, yeah, a little bit. I'm hoping I don't have to stay up, so I'm gonna come back home and start watching more. Well, I'm gonna go get the Avengers Endgame on Blu-ray.
Would you order from Amazon or what?
The girl wants to do a couple of things, get some food. That's it. I want to have the rest of the afternoon to myself, so I can get up the cycle watching these movies.
Hotline will allow you to contact. Okay. Fuck you, bitch.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
This game is so fucking... I'm telling you, this game is wild. So this door led to that area where the hotline was. I don't know what this is. Blew his brains out, huh? Don't look right. fucker. It's a wild ass game. Finally. Get in here and get whatever you got. This looks like a weird ass suit.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Okay, guys. It's fucking cold in here. Let me put my fucking slippers back on. Shit. I need to order me something. I need to get something to eat. Like, something really that's gonna fill me up. That ain't doing shit. Oh, shit. Ah! That's it. I think what I needed to do, got me a couple more trophies and talk to this dumb bitch. Got some collectibles.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Oh, fuck.
Singing? Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
As soon as possible. With what? We can't get any equipment from the research center.
Finally can go down here. Sector elevator. I don't know.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Wonder how the save works. There's not many buttons here.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Gosh. Got that pony headset on. Sony pony. Ah, boy. Fucking just hate the fucking YouTube so much sometimes.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here,
yeah, I figured something went wrong with YouTube.
Maybe it was you.
I was like, I know motherfuckers are talking, and I only see the last messages from Yella. I was trying to figure that out, man. I was like, what the fuck is going on? YouTube had a problem. It wasn't showing me who was talking in the chats on for the PS4. You know how it has the chat section? Yeah, I wasn't able to see it on my screen, but I knew people were in the chats. So I'm just now seeing them.
You got select on there?
No, I'm just saying, normally I just keep track of it on the PS4. But I'm seeing it now on my computer. Of course, they never put monetization on. I got to do all that shit manually.
I remember all that shit used to be automatic.
Yeah, no, but I don't think it ever been automatic for live stream, but I'm not sure why it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be. Everything should be fucking automatic. Yeah, man, it's like I gotta remember to do that shit. I didn't have none of that shit on there this whole time because I just been chilling playing a game. I gotta remember that shit the whole fucking time, man. Cyberpunk and the Legacy of the Foot. Yeah, I'm gonna skip Cyberpunk. I need to know if that game's gonna, be better. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I need to know if that game's gonna be better. Because as of right now...
Felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
This is a beautiful looking game, you know? It could always look better. Everything could always look better. Trying to hide, huh? This air blast.
The directorial override is right there. In the
I
control.
gotta fucking cover this shit.
How do we get there?
It's too much air for me right now. Pretty sure my PS4 is nice and fucking cold right now. Shit ain't gonna blow up in it. It's enough air. It's too much air for me. I have to put a fucking jacket on soon. all these motherfuckers. Watch. They all gonna drop down. I gotta fucking fight all of them. I know it. I know they're gonna have me fight them eventually. Oh, there you go. Ooh, they violent. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. So the blast attack isn't a homing attack, although sometimes it is because it wants to go in the direction it wants to go in. Okay, I guess I try to use the blast attack while aiming and see if that helps. Loading screens could be a little bit faster, but they're probably slow because they take your ass all the way back to the last checkpoint. Shit's already on my fucking nerves. Swear to God, if I go over here just to die one more fucking time.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
I'll get there by dying. Let me see. Okay, so I'm guessing it's saving. No. Oh, okay, here we go. You're a fucking crazy ass game. Leave me alone, you fucking evil ass zombies. Shit. To walk his arm.
Adam wants to go to the 75th universe of the 75th universe. Don't get that.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. They got machine guns. Are we done yet? I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I would really tell all of y'all to patiently wait for this game to go on sale. Do not buy this game for $60.
Or
It's not
maybe
a
free on
horrible.
PlayStation Plus.
It's not, yeah, or PlayStation Plus. Don't. It's not a horrible game, but obviously, it is a little confusing to understand. And that's not the problem. It's just that it's not pushing me to really care about the story. And I'm not sure if I'm either still playing it for you, the benefit of you guys, or the benefit that I'm waiting for them to explain what the story actually is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like something I wouldn't spend $60 on this game. And I'm glad that Sam did it and we're sharing our account for that benefit, because I would not play this game. You guys know me. I wouldn't play this game. If it was an exclusive, I know that it would be held to a different standard, and that the game, the quality of the overall game would be a lot higher. But it's not, the quality's not bad, but it's like a AAA quality like graphical game, right? It has the graphical quality of a AAA game. But as far as like the story and everything, nah. I also am not a big fan of them using any type of like actors. They're using actors that are not like made into the game. I keep seeing like live images of people. That breaks the immersion. If I wanted to see a live TV show, I would see that. But I don't want to see any of that. That's not what I want to see. Finally, I get to fucking level up. That's what I wanted. Finally, somebody. Bro, I finally get to level up, bro. I haven't leveled up this whole time. That's probably why I've been dying. This whole fucking time, bro. Yup. I'm about to hype up my melee. About to hype up my melee like a motherfucker right now.
Smelly fucker.
Oh, we know you suck, Adam.
Fuck you, bro.
Adam sucks. That's what his middle name is. Suck man. Ability. I don't know what Alright.
Yo, guys.
Yo.
Oh, is that?
Who's that? Well, guys, I'll see you later. Live stream's been real. Probably about to hop on Twitch and live stream another game that I'm playing. I'm still trying to see what I can do and getting some Persona gameplay on either one of the Twitch or YouTube channels, because it's won't let me capture on the PS4, but I can capture on the Elgato. Something's wrong with the Elgato right now, but I'll see what's going on.